Drop it.
Day. So we are on our seventh program here. Now I'm going to share to you how do we input two-dimensional arrays. In our previous program here, if I go back to this program, we just initialize or use a static array here. But for today, I'm going to show to you how do we input now dynamic arrays. So here, uh, input two-dimensional array. Now, so let's start with our code. First thing is we need to input our scanner. So import java.util.scanner. Okay. Then after that, let's go here, public static void main. Now there are several variables that I'll be using here. So first thing is let's have our scanner. Then input is equals to new scanner system.in. Okay, now we have that one. Next is we're going to use two variables I and j. I'll use this as our loop variable. Okay. Next is I'm going to have another two variables x and y, which will be our order of matrix. Okay. Now let's declare our array. So integer a is equals to new int, and let's set it around 10 by 10 matrix. Okay, so this is our array. Now once we have set up the variables, next thing is we need to inform the user. Oh wait, what happened? Okay, we need to prompt the user to input the order of matrix. Okay, so let's display enter order of matrix. The order of matrix will be, let's say you want to have a 2 by 2 matrix, 2 by 3 or 3 by 3, and so on. Okay. Now let's have the next step. So let's input now our x and y. So x is equals to input x equals to, yes, input that next int, and then y is equals to input that next int also. Now after we have inputted the value, let's now display this message. So let's display this one. So the user will be enter, okay, plus x by y matrix. Okay, so let's say we have inputted 2 by 2 or 3 by 3. We'll inform the user here. Now let's have our input. To have our input same as what we had in the previous example, to like display, here we're also going to have two loops. So for I is equals to 1, now let's use 1 instead of 0. It's the same thing, but we're using here 1. Then we're going to say I less than or equal to x, then I plus plus. X here is our order of matrix, the one that we inputted earlier. Okay. Next is, let's now go for j. For j is equals to 1, j less than or equal to, this time instead of x, this will be y, and then j plus plus. Next is, let's have our array. Okay, let's substitute this by I and j is equals to input that next int. There. Okay, so we have inputted already. Let's now display the matrix. Now to display the matrix, we need to have here an output. Let's say given matrix is, okay, then for I is equals to 1, I less than or equal to x. We still use x here. Then I plus plus. Okay. Then we have for, where's that? J is equals to 1. J less than or equal to y. Then J plus plus. Okay. Now we're just going to print out the values. Now instead of print, instead of print, we're going to use print, and then we're going to say plus a, our array. This is I, and then this is J. Okay. Then after that, we're going to have a space here. Okay. So here's our code. Let me, okay, change this one. So let's run our code. Let's test our code. See what will happen. So here's the output window. If you go to CN output window, we're going to enter order of matrix. Let's say we have 2 by 2. So 2 by 2 means that we will input here 4 elements. So enter. So we are now prompted to enter a 2 by 2 matrix. 1, 2, 3, 4. Enter. And this is our output. So the given matrix is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 1 is located at row 1, column 1, row 1, column 2, right? Row 2, column 1, and then this one is row 2, column 2. So this is the output of our program. So I hope you like this code. The code is listed below in our, you could look at the description below. I'll be posting all the codes in our GitHub. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you. Bye.